Microsoft Flight Simulator 2024 just dropped patch 3, bringing us to version 1.2.7.0. While the update installs quickly, it's absolutely packed with bug fixes, new features, and improvements. Plus, we'll cover a critical hotfix for the Fenix A320, how to optimize your performance with DLSS swapper, and tips to enhance your sim experience. Stick around, you don't want to miss this. I'm Sizzling Popcorn, and today we're breaking down everything you need to know about patch 3. From smoother flights and career mode updates to performance fixes and graphic tweaks, this update has plenty to unpack, so let's jump right in. First up, one of the standout features of patch 3 is the ability to enable or disable Marketplace 2020 ported content on a per item basis. This gives you full control over your library. By default, non-Microsoft 2020 content is disabled, so if you're missing aircraft or scenery, make sure to re-enable them manually in My Library. By default, non-Microsoft 2020 content is disabled, so if you're missing aircraft or scenery, make sure to re-enable them manually in My Library. Unfortunately, non-aircraft add-ons from 2020 remain locked for now, but Microsoft promises to open up access soon. But here's where things get a bit frustrating. We still don't have the ability to download aircraft or airports instead of streaming them. Pre-caching an area for offline play or reducing your data usage is also not an option. Your best bet for now is to rely on rolling cache, which keeps the areas you've already visited accessible. It's far from ideal, but better than nothing. Speaking of crashes, patch 3 addresses a whole host of them, from reducing out-of-memory crashes on Xbox to fixing CTDs caused by flight planning or interacting with the EFB. This update brings much-needed stability. For Tobii Eye Tracker users, there's finally a fix for crashes when trying to access the settings page. However, the settings themselves, still a complete mess. If you're desperate to make adjustments, you can edit the XML files directly, but it's hit or miss as there's no clear documentation on which values correspond to what. Let's hope for a proper overhaul in a future patch, especially when Tobii is a Microsoft partner. Career mode got some love in this update as well. Highlights include the ability to rename your company, fixes for mission rewards displaying incorrectly, and improved wear and tear tracking on your fleet. Microsoft also tackled excessive turbulence and winds during missions, so those extreme weather penalties should be more reasonable now. One great addition for rotorcraft pilots is better scoring for hook missions, making precision cargo drops more rewarding. Overall, these fixes make career mode smoother and more enjoyable. Now on to aircraft updates. Adaptive deliveries have been refined across multiple aircraft, and major fixes were rolled out for popular planes like the Boeing 737 MAX 8 and the Beechcraft King Air. The Fenix A320, though, had a rough patch with some users reporting crashes to desktop. Thankfully, a hotfix from Fenix, version 2.3.0.553, resolves these issues, so make sure to update. Notable fixes in the Fenix patch include correcting rain animations, resolving input handling crashes, and improving the EFB interface. These changes should keep your flights much smoother. One critical note, after this update, your DLSS settings will revert to default. You'll notice the DLSS version has rolled back to 3.7.20.0 instead of the newer 3.8.10.0. For best performance and visuals, it's essential to update to the latest version. Here's how to do it using DLSS Swapper. Go to the DLSS Swapper's GitHub page and download the latest version. Look for the file named DLSS Swapper installer.exe. Run the installer and follow the on-screen instructions. It's straightforward and quick. Once installed, open DLSS Swapper. The tool will automatically detect games installed on your PC that support DLSS. From the list of detected games, click on MSFS 2024. If it's not listed, you can manually add it by selecting the Sims installation folder. Click Change DLSS version and select the latest version, such as 3.8.10.0. DLSS Swapper will download and install the update for you. Finally, restart the sim to enjoy improved frame pacing and reduce artifacts. And don't forget to install the latest NVIDIA drivers released on December 5th to ensure optimal compatibility and performance. Keeping your drivers updated is just as important as updating DLSS. That's a wrap on patch 3 for MSFS 2024, but if you're looking to dive deeper into career mode, check out my new series Career Mode Reboot, where I restart my career and share tips and lessons learned from my first attempt. New episodes drop every few days, so don't miss out. Click here to watch the first episode, and I'll see you in the skies.